Good evening, afternoon, whenever you're seeing this. Welcome to the fifth intro of the Coffee and Comics video cast. Thank you for watching. Uh, we are almost at a week before Comic Con, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of exciting because we're getting close. We're getting close. There's going to be a crap ton of outdoor activities to do if you don't have a badge for Comic Con. So that's basically what this episode's going to be. Tao from the last video of building couches has joined me on the set couches that we built, and we're going to talk a little more about where the outside of how. Look, I'm trying to speak, but it won't work. What am I doing? We're going to talk about all the crap ton of activities you can do outside at Comic-Con, around the convention center, in Gaslight District, just around downtown San Diego. That's what we talk about. It's going to be amazing. If you're heading down there, hope you see you there. Hope to have fun. And I also would like to thank our sponsor, scatteredcomics.com, because they are amazing. They have great comic books. They have great writers. They have great artists. And they're just great people in general. Everyone, including the owner of Scattered Comics, Jason Doobie. I know Jason Doobie. Pretty nice guy. Pretty great guy. Wants to see other people in the comic book universe succeed. So, obviously, he's a great guy because he not only sponsors this amazing show, he also sponsors the Dan Sucks podcast on the TBP Studios. So if you like this podcast, which either you do or you don't, either way, I don't really care. But if you do, go over to iTunes or TBP Studios and check out Dan Sucks podcast along with other amazing shows that he has on there. And maybe hit the subscribe button for them because they're great people as well. They'll also be at Comic-Con. Go say hi to them. So, yeah, that's all I got for this intro. I hope you enjoy this episode, and I thank you for watching and hope you have a great day. Okay, and we're recording. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Coffee and Comics at the remodeled, almost going to be remodeled.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, Empire's Comics vault. But we're sitting on the couches that we made last week. And if
can you see it?
You can see. See, if you saw last week's video, you saw us building the couches, and you saw her giving us directions. So.
And the coffee table that you put together.
Right, and the coffee table that I'm using now, so we can see more of us instead of just my waist. And if you can look in the background, Ben is building the shelves and making them look all spiffy and awesome. So this place will look even cooler.
It will.
Than it already is. So, alright. Now, since both of us are going to Comic-Con, by the way, introduce yourself.
I'm Thao.
This is Thao. Thao, what do you do besides at this comic book store? What do you?
Other than help wrangle the pugs, I'm actually a grad student at Sac State.
What are you studying?
Counseling.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm trying to become a college counselor.
Nice. I am sort of a relationship counselor.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of?
Well, when I say sort of, I mean I didn't go to school for this.
Okay.
But apparently I'm really good at it with the relationship with girl relationships. You know, when girls need help with their boyfriends. I'm very upfront and just like, yo, this is what he's doing. Mm-hmm. This is what he's gonna do. Don't do this. So, now Tao, since we're both going to Comic-Con, and you know, I think we both have found out that there's a shit ton of other things to do besides go inside.
Mm-hmm.
which is a smart idea for San Diego and for Comic-Con because I'm thinking that this year, since they got so many things to do now
Mhm.
outside, because the couple years before that, they haven't had a lot to do outside.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't get a ticket, you were, kind of were, it's either go to Nerd HQ,
Mhm.
go to the Nerdist podcast, hang out at the Geek and Sundry Lounge, or just tour around San Diego, basically. But now I'm thinking because of this year, and since so many people did not get tickets,
Mhm.
and there was no resale tickets, and everyone tried so many times to get tickets.
Yeah.
I think this time they're like, listen, we gotta keep this going. So in order to do that, you have to keep everyone happy.
Yes.
So now what I'm trying to get to full circle here is that they have actually extended like the outdoor activities, and so now there's more outdoor activities to do besides go into the convention center and just be like, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, and wait in lines for stuff, which is totally worth it.
It is.
But at the same time, you're just more like, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, sorry. And
well, now you can wait in lines outside the convention center.
Right. Also, you can, have people just stop in the middle of the convention floor and just be like, why are you stopping?
Yes.
To look at a text. Text and walk. Text and walk. Come on.
So much anger from that. This year, because I know like a big thing is that people attend because they want to have a priority the next year to register with pre-registration. Right. So this upcoming year, they're saying that you have to have your physical badge to register. They're going to have a special code on it.
Okay.
And so before, people would just buy their badges, and if they can come, it's fine because they'd still get priority. So now, if they actually have to physically be there, then I think that maybe more people are going to end up bringing their kids.
Wait, so you're saying to me that I could have bought a badge for this year, last year, when I was inside?
Yes.
Well, that's my bad. The point it's not really expensive to get Comic-Con tickets.
No.
It's just trying to get it is the whole Hunger Games situation.
It is. It's very difficult, and they changed the system this time around, so it's even more of a... Before it was, how fast is your internet?
Right.
And now it's more of, how lucky are you?
Yeah, and I think, why don't, a lot of people are saying, why don't they just go through Ticketmaster?
Oh, God.
Because, yeah, Ticketmaster, look, they charge money, yes. Mm-hmm. Because Ticketmaster needs to make money, Comic-Con needs to make money in order to put on another Comic-Con. But it's structured. And I don't think no one is going to have a problem with paying the money. Because every year, everyone knows what they have to. They will do whatever it takes to get there.
I mean, I know that Ticketmaster probably has a better system, but at the same time, I feel like thousands of people clicking on the link at the very same time will break any system, no matter what.
That is true. That is true. I remember when they sent me an email saying, "Listen, you're a pre-registered person. You're ready for pre-registration when we send you the email." I go, "Okay." I had my laptop out. I was at work. I had my laptop out. I have my iPad out. I have my phone out. And I'm just like, this is going to happen. Okay? Wi-Fi is free. It's working. It's going to happen. 2 minutes later, click on the link. It was down.
Yeah. What year was that?
That was this year.
This year? Okay.
This was February. I tried pre-registration. Didn't work. And I'm like, okay, I'll probably take my chances and regular registration. And then it was down. The second time. And then I thought they were going to do resale, thinking, oh, okay, I'll just get Sunday. They couldn't get enough tickets to have people give them back, so I didn't get that either.
Yeah, so, this time was really a lot about luck,
right.
And we were really lucky to get tickets. I remember the first year we thought about it was actually in 2011 when the system broke, right. And they had to redo the sales several months later, but we didn't hear about the them opening up the sales, so we didn't go. But the first year we went for 2012, we got really lucky and somehow got preview night passes.
Wow, preview night pass. That is really lucky.
Oh.
By the way.
And here comes a pug.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, there we go. All right, now, since I'm bringing it back around now. Now, since that's happened,
Mm-hmm.
I've found out today. I got an email from Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed because apparently that there's going to be an Assassin's Creed parkour experience that they're going to have. That's literally right outside the convention center. It's like on the opposite side of that grassy knoll.
Oh, that's what they're putting there. Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to put that, and it's an obstacle course, and it's basically it's going to have you feel like an Assassin's Creed assassin, because the guys from Parkour LA Studios is running the whole thing, created the whole thing, and will be with you through the whole thing. So that's going to be fun, because I'm going to wear both my Assassin's Creed outfits, and I'm going to do both of them. But it's going to kind of be hard to do one in cowboy boots and then two in dress shoes. So, but it's going to be amazing.
They're stepping up their game for Assassin's Creed. This is last year they rented out a ship.
Right. That was pretty sick. And now they're doing a parkour experience. It's going to be amazing. All right. What else? Oh, there's always the Nerdist Podcast Live at the Balboa Theater. It's one at 10:30. And then he added his second show at 7:30. So if you got tickets for that, it's going to be amazing because I'm going to be there too.
In costume.
I'm going to be wearing my Nerd of Steel costume. I call it the Nerd of Steel because it's the Man of Steel costume design and Nerdist colors. So, Geek and Sundry Lounge is open. That's open for free. That's open to the public as well. You don't need a badge for that, which is always great because there's video games. There's computers that have video games on it.
Did you go last year, Jay?
Yes, I did.
Did you see the Optimus Prime versus Tron dance-off?
No, I did not see that.
So awesome.
I didn't see that one either.
But I'm also making another costume that has to do with Geek and Sundry, called the Geek and Sundry Lantern. Basically, it's a Green Lantern costume with Geek and Sundry colors. And I'm gonna paint the Geek and Sundry logo in glow in the dark paint, and it's gonna look like I'm an actual Green Lantern, because I'm gonna have the Green Lantern ring that has the light inside of it, and then everything else is gonna glow in the dark. So it's gonna be amazing.
There's a pug attack.
All right, and now also I've heard that there's gonna be like a zip line from one hotel to another.
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard from someone. Geez, that's ridiculous.
That sounds insane.
That sounds ridiculous. Hey, where'd you go?
She wants her
sunglasses.
sunglasses.
Yeah, she wants the keys. Yeah. Also, I heard that there's gonna be a Vikings, like picture posing kind of thing, where they'll have a background and they'll give you like a weapon and you pose and you hold for a couple minutes, take pictures.
They had that last year.
Yeah, that's gonna be out there as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus Christ! There's so many things that's gonna be out there. I'm gonna post when I'm done with this. I'm gonna put all the things because there's so many things that we can't really cover because eventually we're gonna help Ben with making the shows.
It's putting us to work.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep this a little short, but I'll put everything else in the links below, so don't worry. If you're going Comic-Con, there's going to be I'll put a map. Google Maps apparently is going to, when you type in San Diego on the San Diego Comic-Con, they'll just show everything.
Yeah, actually every year, I haven't seen it yet, but the Gaslamp Quarter actually makes a little Google Map thing for all the events going on, and they also have one for food, so if you're ever looking for something quick,
right,
I have that there.
I'm going to take a backpack and I'm going to just take a Costco sized box of Cliff bars and just dump it in there, and that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah, I like to go to Petco Park and just go to all the food trucks.
Right, which, by the way, exciting news, I was looking at my Instagram and Nerdist.com liked 3 of my photos, and they wanted me to stop by and say hi. So I was like, that's awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
Even though, I don't know, I try to talk myself down because I don't want to get overly hyped. I was just like, listen, they probably say that to everyone that does a Nerdist kind of thing. Okay, I am not special. It's just, you know, I don't want to act too weird around that because if I get too hyped up, then I'll just act completely awkward. It would be a weird encounter. I don't want it to be a weird encounter. I want it to be, you know what I'm saying?
Don't overthink it.
Yes. Because you ever been in one of those situations? Like someone that you look up to is like, oh my god, I love her counseling. She should counsel me sometime. And then you see that and you're just like, I'm pretty sure you say that to everyone. So I'm going to lower my expectations.
I'm not sure if I've ever had to do that with a counselor, but I have had moments like when I go to a convention
Right.
and I get in line to get an autograph and I try to think of something that I can say to them, and the only thing that really comes out is just hi.
Yeah.
Well, actually, last year I walked right by Neil Gaiman, right by the waterfront.
Right.
And all I could do was just kind of stand there and stare at him, and I just like smiled, and he smiled back, and that was it. I didn't say hi. I didn't say I love your work.
Right.
I couldn't think of anything to say.
But inside your head, you're screaming to yourself, this is your one chance to say you love his work.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well, immediately after I ran back into the convention center, Ben had his booth for his comics, and I just ran up to him and I was like, I just saw Neil Gaiman, and he's just like, what'd you say to him? And I was like, nothing.
I couldn't say anything because I froze. That happened to me too with Chris Hardwick when I this is a lot of stuff. Kevin Pereira was having this lead up thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
In LA. I got tickets for it. I drove down, right? Mm-hmm. No, I flew down. This is the one time I flew to LA, right? And I booked a super shuttle to take me from LAX to Meltdown because I wanted to see the comic book store. So I went to the comic book store and bought a couple comics, changed, and decided, you know what? I was kind of short of money too, and I didn't want to rent a car, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna walk from Meltdown Comics, which is on Sunset, to the Nokia Theater in downtown LA.
How many miles is that?
That was downhill, by the way. I'd say a good 25, 30 miles. And I had my clothes from the plane ride up. I had that in a backpack. And I'm like, it was an adventure, first of all. Let's just put it that way. Because it was awesome. Because I had music. And I was just walking. And I was following my map. And I found some cool stuff along the way. A bus driver gave me a free ride down to the Nokia Center. When I got into downtown, bus rider's like, listen, come with me, I'll show you where. So he dropped me right off there, and I had VIP because I had enough money to get VIP. So I went up, right? By then I'm tired, I'm probably dehydrated, and what do? I order an alcoholic beverage. So when I was drinking it, and I'm seeing everyone just like come in, right? I'm seeing like Felicia Day come in. I'm seeing Chris Hardwick come in. I'm seeing Kevin Pereira come in. I'm just seeing all of them. And so the mixture of tiredness, dehydration, a little buzz, kind of starts kicking in. And I don't know what to say to these people. And so I just said, listen, I just flew from Sacramento to here just to see you guys, and I gotta get back on a plane later tonight to go home to work tomorrow. And Felicia Day is like, what time do you have to work? I have to work at 6 in the morning. And that was not an interesting story to tell her, because I could have been like, oh my god, I love the Guild, or oh my god, I love Eureka, or oh my god, I love Supernatural. No, I decided to go with my story about how.
Hey, this is all your fault that I'm miserable right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Basically, going, I did this for you, and yeah. And then I saw Chris Hardwick, and then no, that was I was like, you are my idol, and yeah. And he gave me a hug, and then I'm like, that was pretty awkward, wasn't it? I'm like, yeah, it was pretty awkward talking to myself.
So, if you run into him again, either of them, don't bring up this story.
No. I'm not going to. God, no. Because, no.
If anything, just make a list of things not to say.
Yeah, I'm going to go in my brain like, listen, we're hydrated? Check. We're not hungry? Check. We've been walking for a while, but we have massaging soles in our shoes. So we're not tired. So I'm pretty sure we are set. So I will be coherent and I will speak clearly. So I don't think I'll have time, to not do that. But I say that now with them not here. So, not to mention I'll be wearing both of their logos and colors.
You should print out headshots of them and put them on the wall and just practice.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
No.
It's not creepy. People walk into my room. Why do you have a headshot of Chris Hardwick and Felicia Day? No reason.
That's why you don't tell people about it. Or if you meet them, chances are they might have a headshot that they can sign, and then you can just have hanging signed headshots, and there's a reason why they're there. People don't need to know that you talk to them.
Oh, that's still creepy. I still think that's creepy. No, but okay. So, as I digress so much, now there's also going to be like collectibles and everything there. I've read online that there's going to be a new Arrow for DC Direct. There's going to be a new Arrow collection. It's going to have Black Canary. It's going to have Arrow with his mask on now and a new bow. Then there's going to be a one Arrow playset where it has like a stick and Deathstroke's helmet with an arrow in it, and Arrow's not going to have a shirt on. He's going to have a bow on. It's like, I don't know who would buy that action figure. I know. Who's going to buy that action figure? I'm pretty sure girls would probably buy that action figure. I know guys aren't going to buy that action figure.
You don't know that.
Okay, maybe some. Sorry. Maybe some guys would buy it. I'm sorry for judging. Also, there's going to be a Black Canary one. There's going to be... And then there's going to be a CW Flash. Before the show comes out, Flash action figure, which I'm going to give money to Thao, and Tao's going to buy me one because she got access to Comic-Con. The inside, I have access to the outside of Comic-Con. So.
Well, I have access to both.
Right, but you have access to buy the stuff that I want to buy.
But you could always give it to Patty, who plans on not standing in any lines.
Yeah, apparently they talked to Patty and like, so Patty, what panel are you gonna see? I'm not gonna see any panel. So what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna not stand in any lines. I'm gonna take it all in and just enjoy it. Patty.
To be fair, you don't have to go to any panels.
No.
And most of the time I don't. But to avoid lines completely,
right.
I don't know how you would do that.
You stay in your hotel room in San Diego and just be like, yeah, I went to Comic-Con. That's about it. But there are other panels too. I mean, you have to pay for them. Like the Nerd HQ panels.
Mm-hmm. The conversations.
Right. Those are a little more intimate, but at the same time, you pay for them. But again, at the same time too, they're for charity.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his? I can't remember his name now. The guy that plays Chuck.
Zach Levi.
Yes, Zachary Levi, which is a great guy. He's putting on this thing for charity and not trying to make money for himself. And so if you have a problem with that, don't go to his stuff. It's very simple. Right?
Although a lot of the stuff at Nerd HQ is free. They usually have an arcade. You can just wander in and play games. They usually have sponsors, so they have a lot of like new tech that's on display that you can play with. And then along with the conversations, sometimes the stars will do photo ops, and then you pay about $20, which goes to charity, and then you get to have a picture with whoever it is that's doing it.
It's a win-win situation. Okay. Thao was saying, there's a lot of panels and a lot of shows that are going to happen that the stars themselves are throwing. No one's, they're getting a couple sponsors to help them out, but this is mainly them taking their own money and going, listen, this is for you guys. All I'm asking is a couple dollars to help out and, enjoy the stuff.
Yeah.
So don't complain if they ask for like $20, $15, so you can go enjoy stuff.
And that's actually not the worst.
No.
Because they do auctions at Nerd HQ, usually during the panel. So the celebrities will bring their own personal items to auction off, and those can go up to hundreds. But that's just because the people in the conversations are willing to pay that much.
Exactly. And also, yeah, we know that most people that come have a lot of money because they have those kind of jobs. But at the same time, don't feel like you have to spend that much money because that's why they have the free stuff out there. So it's for everyone to enjoy, not going, oh, well, this guy clearly has bought 2 skyships, so fuck that guy because he's, he has the money to and I don't.
Yeah.
No. The man obviously has either worked a lot of hours or given up a lot of things in order to buy 2 skyships. So don't judge, don't judge as you think you should judge.
And you probably had to sacrifice a lot of hours of sleep to get in line for Hasbro or Mattel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that stuff is ridiculous in line. But it's also good to have friends go on the inside and, you give them money, they give you stuff. So,
fair exchange.
Right. Classic barter and trader. How those countries started. I give you goods, you give me services. Stuff like that. So, is there anything, I don't know where we got off on that for, but is there anything that you are willing, or that you're looking forward to?
There's a lot. There are some exclusives. I grew up watching Batman the Animated Series. I absolutely love it.
As well as I do.
So there is a company called Mondo who always does these amazing posters that are really hard to get. And sometimes they do vinyls. And so they are actually making Batman the Animated Series vinyls. And they have Batman art on it. They had like 5 different artists do each one. So I'm going to try to get my hands on that. What else? Just heading over to Nerd HQ to see if I can get any photo ops. Because last year I got to take a picture with Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk. And that was the highlight of my entire trip. They're extremely tall. Well,
yeah.
Alan Tudyk is kind of tall, but Nathan Fillion's really tall.
I hope to bump into him wearing my Keegan Sundry Lantern costume.
I heard he's a really nice guy. That if you run into him outside, he has like a little card that says like, "I'm sorry, I'm super busy. Here is a little autograph." So that's really nice. One of my favorite things to do, however, is to just like look at everyone in costume. Some celebrities have a habit of hiding in costume, and so it's always fun to take pictures of people and then later on say, "Oh, wow, I had no idea that was that person."
Like Hugh Jackman last year, he dressed up in his Wolverine costume, and people were just like, "That's all right."
I don't know if that counts as dressing up.
But it was like, wait a minute, you know who that is though, right? Yeah, it's a guy. It's an overly guy that probably bought all of his stuff. It's like, no, that was actually Wolverine. That was Hugh Jackman.
One of my favorites was, what is the guy who plays Walter White in Breaking Bad? What is his name?
Oh, Cranston. Bryan Cranston?
Yes. Bryan Cranston wore his own head. He wore like a little latex version of Walter White around the con, and then he showed up at his panel and took it off, and everyone's just like, what the heck?
Everyone's like, I saw that guy. I was like, probably bought that, and didn't realize, oh, that's actually Bryan Cranston.
I don't even know where you would find that mask.
Well, it's Bryan Cranston. I'm pretty sure he can get on the phone and be like, listen, I need a latex mask of myself. Yeah, no, you heard me right. of myself. No, not from Malcolm in the Middle. Why would that be relevant here?
I wonder if he still has it.
Pretty sure he does. Probably framed somewhere.
And that's not creepy.
No, that's not creepy because it's its own face. Having two headshots just hanging above my bed, that's creepy.
It depends on what you do with said headshots.
It's just creepy. I'm getting a creepy vibe. Right, Ben?
What?
If you had just two headshots above your bed of celebrities that you want to talk to, isn't that creepy? See?
Not all the time.
No, that's pretty creepy.
I'm glad that's creepy because I was considering it until I was
You
like,
have that, Thao?
Okay, it is creepy, but no, I do not have celebrity head. Okay, you know what? We do have an autograph wall, and so I have one that has like the Futurama like characters,
right.
and I do have Kevin Conroy's autograph.
Which you should.
It is his headshot, but that's because that was what he was giving us. So I
Right.
do have a signed headshot of a
Listen,
celebrity. On the wall.
Batman is the exception. Because Batman, I feel, would be staring at you.
He protects us.
Yes. He's the hero that you don't need right now. But it's... No. He's the headshot that you don't need right now, but you deserve.
Is that the right order? I
I
always get
believe
that
so.
mixed up.
No, I think it is. I believe it.
Need, but deserve. I
Yeah.
always forget.
Meaning, you don't need the headshot, but you deserve the headshot because it's Batman.
Okay, whatever.
It's the right Batman. It's not Ben Affleck, which he'll be great. It's not Val Kilmer. It's
He looks really beefcakey.
I think that's what they're trying to go for. It's the Batman that we grew up on. It's the only way we see Batman, not any other way. Because Kevin Conroy is Batman.
He is, and I am going to try very hard to get into the panel that he's going to be in.
So I think he will always be Batman. Hands down.
That's what I told him, and so when he autographed the headshot, he wrote, "I am the Batman."
I don't know why he hasn't been in any of the movies. Are you kidding me?
He still does his voice acting, but that's...
That's great. Well, could you imagine Henry Cavill and Kevin Conroy?
He's actually pretty ripped, too. Like, when we saw him, he was pretty muscly.
How amazing would that be?
It'd be pretty amazing.
To have the actual voice of Batman be live action and in a Justice League movie.
Or if anything, they should just use his voice for the Batman voice.
Yeah. It would, oh my god, it would be ridiculous. Okay, what else are you gonna try to see?
Let's see. There's a lot of artists that I want to go visit.
Right.
Last time I saw J. Scott Campbell, and I managed to get there just as he was arriving with Stan Lee.
Nice.
So that was really nice. Last year, I avoided the line for the Game of Thrones experience, which is outside and it's free. The line's ridiculous, but apparently if you got in line, you got a chance to go to their party, and the party, they actually had the cast members at the party. And so they're actually having the experience at my hotel. And
where are you staying?
I am staying at the Omni. So that's across the street. We like being nearby to drop off stuff and use the restroom.
It's a great thing because I got a hotel room for a big while that was connected to the convention center.
Mm-hmm.
So when I had to use the bathroom, just went in and out. It was great.
Yeah, no lines for the bathrooms in the convention center.
Also, it's very hard if you're cosplaying and you have to have a lot of layers and you have to use the bathroom. You don't want to get all your stuff dirty on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't. I just put it on the bed. Went to the bathroom.
Jay.
Huh?
Diapers.
Yes.
Diapers.
That's one way of doing it if you want to smell feces all day. You know.
If you ever go to a convention with Ben, don't stand next to him.
Don't stand next to him.
Just don't.
No, because that's wrong.
That's just foul.
Yes. So on the TV front, DC is capitalizing. Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., not really, it's good, but it doesn't have the amount of accurate superhero knowledge. And not saying that they don't know what they're talking about, it's just I don't think a lot of people wanted to see a B squad.
Yeah. I think they took a little too long to build up to what it was that they're building up to.
Right.
I mean, once they finally connected the series with Captain America
and didn't they do Dark World stuff?
they did a little bit of that too, but it definitely was much more connected with Captain America because you got to see the aftermath.
Right. That was great.
That was amazing,
fantastic.
and
Right.
so I'm thinking season 2 will hopefully be a lot better and much more connected to the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I hope that they'll run with the Ultron, the Age of Ultron kind of stuff, because that would be great if they do that.
It looks like they might be building up to the Kree.
Ooh.
Which is really exciting because we're still trying to figure out what other members of the Avengers that they're going to add in, and people are waiting for Captain Marvel.
She's going to be pretty awesome.
She will be if they actually do it
correctly. They said that they're going to show her at the end. That's going to be one of the clips that they're going to show at Comic-Con, and she's going to be at the end of the Avengers Age of Ultron movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, they did say a long time ago that they do have plans for a female superhero movie that's not Black Widow, because they said Black Widow's now established, and so they wanted to introduce someone new. So it could be Captain Marvel.
That would be pretty cool. Be pretty cool. Speaking of the Avengers, there's a photo out right now of the new Avengers, where it has Falcon as Captain America now, because Rogers' serum has apparently run out, and now he's a 95-year-old man, and his body's all withered and everything. There's a Lady Thor now. There's Tony is still Tony, but he's in white armor now. You got Winter Soldier. They got Grimlock. They have
Angela's in it.
I think the girl with the long red hair is Phoenix. It's like a new kind of Phoenix.
Oh.
They have Scarlet Witch is in it. Doctor Strange is in it, and Ant-Man's in it. So if you've seen that picture, it looks pretty awesome. If you have it, I will put it up. I think they have Human Torch as well, because they have a dude on fire, with ripped jeans. So I'm thinking that's the only guy that is on fire in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be introducing anyone new.
Right.
Just yet.
So I can't wait to see that, though. But it looks pretty awesome. All right. Now, it's a lot of Comic-Con talk. Comic-Con is a week still away. So, there'll be more Comic-Con talk in the next video as well. So I don't want to, take up a lot of time. Plus, we got to help Ben.
Yeah, so we can just see him working in the background there.
Yeah, we got to help him a little bit. So, I thank you, Thao, for being on this video, on the show. And if you are at Comic-Con, come say hi. I'll be at the Assassin's Creed parkour experience, probably dehydrating myself because I'll have so much clothes on.
Probably holding up the line at the leap of faith.
Yeah, because there's a leap of faith in there, and they said it's like a 25-foot drop. And so, that's gonna... Oof. Just thinking about it, I don't know. But I'm probably just gonna have to do it.
We can all just gather around and just yell at him to jump.
Yeah, that will help. That's gonna help. Just like Jeremy Renner in Mission Impossible 3 or 4, where Tom Cruise is like, "You're not gonna make it." Really? The man's on a window, holding is one hand here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I would have said the same thing. So, all right, but again, thanks for watching. You can follow me on all social medias at Short Nerdy Guy, except Twitter. Twitter is Short_Nerdy Guy. Do you have anything you want to plug, or
No, not really.
any people that, if you need help, she's here. Come to the comic book store. She's behind the tiki bar. She can counsel. She can counsel behind the tiki bar.
I'm here to listen to your problems.
Right. She could be Lucy. The Peanuts.
We should put up a sign.
You should. $5. For you young kids, that's Charlie Brown reference. So if you didn't understand that, that's what it is. We'll see you all at San Diego, and have a great day.